we had a bright idea like, yo, why don't we go to Busch? Hey, we all told them where we were gonna be. They know what time the park closes. We just want to go home, bro. I'm baffled. I'm befuddled. I feel bamboozled. Yo. Alright, what's going on, y'all? This might be the beginning of a new series that I'm starting. Just a little story time series that really about all the dumb, stupid, criminal, wild stuff that that I experienced. Yeah, this might end up being a new series, so y'all gonna have to do me a favor. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Just like any other YouTuber would say. And if you are in the comments, don't comment about how I didn't shave or how my hair looks like a wild ass bee's nest, because I will roast back regardless. So by the title, I'm sure y'all can tell it surely ain't clickbait, but our grandparents left us at Busch Gardens. Everything is 100% true. Don't think I'm lying about this. It's fucking stupid. It really is. I'm getting hot right now just thinking about it. But regardless, here we go. Alright, so boom. Ooh. I almost just clapped on the mic. Alright, so boom. I don't know who and who don't know about Busch Gardens. It's an amusement park, super fun, especially when you're little. Once you get older, it just turns into a fucking hangout spot. So it really don't matter. You just go in there with the homies, go in there with your girlfriends, whatever. At the time, we were at the Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia. I guess you wouldn't know unless you're from the 757, but there's an area close to Busch Gardens, like just a little neighborhood residential area, probably like 6 minutes away by car. Let me emphasize that, by car. But there's an area right next to Busch Gardens, not going into Williamsburg, but the opposite direction, called Grove. At the time, that's where we lived. I'm gonna get into that later. Right now, let me set the scene. All right, so boom. Summer day. It's probably afternoon, evening time, if anything. We probably about 13, 14 maybe. I was with my homies. I'm not gonna dox them. We'll call them Daryl and Vaughn. We done did everything. We done did the hanging out, going see the other homies, sleep over, playing outside, whatever the case might be. We done did it all. So we was just like, yo, what are we about to do? What are we doing? Like we looking at each other like, bro, we moves got to be made. What are we doing right now? We had a bright idea like, yo, why don't we go to Busch? We ain't doing nothing anyway. Like, fuck it, why not? Plan made. How the hell we gonna get there? We asked our grandparents at the time. They were like, yeah, why not? Let the kids go do whatever the kids do nowadays, whatever. So we getting kind of hyped. We like, yo, moves is getting made. Like, this plan is in action. Like, we got motion right now. So anyway, they agreed to it, and the homie Vaughn and Daryl, their grandpa is gonna take us now. So we're getting the whip, listening to music, whatever. We ain't listening to our music though. We listening to R&B slow jams from in between 70s and 90s. This is his whip. He's in control of all of that. So boom, he driving us. We getting excited. We wondering who we about to see, what ride we about to get on, who got money for funnel cakes, who doing. we thinking about it all. We getting a game plan set up. We should have known the day was gonna be weird just by just getting there in general. There is almost like an interstate, almost like overpass to get into the amusement park. He did not take us there. Bro drove and stopped in the middle of the road and lit us out from there. And low key, His grandpa was one of the old heads that talked like fast, and some of his words blend together, and half the time sometimes you don't know what he talking about. He sound kind of like this. Go and get out of the car now. We in the middle of the road right now, man. You just go do whatever it is y'all got going on over there, man. Y'all go over there. Call me when y'all. That's the first time that anybody ever did that with me. So we had to get out of the car. Some of us, get out and go around the car because we couldn't. Like, bro, we're in the middle of the street. None of us are trying to get hit by whips. So we get out, go through a grass patch, hop a little fence, and now we're in, or like the side entrance. Let's put it that way. We got in through a side entrance of the amusement park. We didn't think about it too much. We getting into the park. That's how we took it. Boom, we get in. We start doing everything the game plan says. We get on the rides. I don't know who got a funnel cake, but I know I had a piece of that funnel cake. We seeing some of the homies from school, or some of our crushes from the school. And we trying our best, bro. We don't know how to talk to chicks at the time. We just, them some nice Vans you got on. Our Riz was fucking terrible. It's like, and then like at that time it was so like, you team Edward or you team Jacob? Cause like I gotta know. I gotta know if we're on the same team. So like, you listen to Paramore or Sleeping with Sirens or Black Veil Bride, maybe? Like, what do we? So boom, we have a good time there. Time passes by. Now the park is about to close, right? If I remember right, the park closes at 10. So we call in about 9:45, 9:50, somewhere in there. We don't think nothing of it. We just, whip out the phone. We about to call our grandparents. We about to get the fuck up out of here. That's what we thinking. We call in maybe 10-15 minutes before the park like shuts everything down. Nobody answers. And like I said, the neighborhood we lived at is not that far at all by car. Calling, nobody answer. We all taking turns calling. Nobody answering. But you know what? We ain't worrying about it too much. Maybe nobody near the phone right now, nobody, whatever the case might be. So boom, right now it's like, we just start walking back to the way that we came in, because that's where we thought his grandpa was gonna pick us up back then. It's actually like 10 o'clock now, and everything's shutting down. You can't get on no more rides, no more funnel cakes, nothing. Everybody's leaving. You can see the little concern on our faces, but we weren't worrying about it too much. Unless we were trying to play it off, regardless. Now we are constantly calling at this point. We got to the point to where we need to get picked up at again. And it's to the point now, we were low key seeing some of the workers leave. So now we seeing, employees in their uniform starting to leave, and we're like, all right, like somebody gotta say something, bro. Like, where ain't nobody answering the phone? Why? What's going on? My grandparents ain't answering. Vaughn, Daryl, y'all, no? Fuck. All right. We can't do nothing. We just gotta keep calling. It's probably 10:30, 10:45 or so. We just kind of looking at each other like, it's funny because we all thinking the same thing, but nobody wants to say it. I end up speaking up. I'm not gonna lie, yo. We might have to hoof it. And it's funny because we all thought the exact same thing, but just nobody said anything, bro. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier, describing how everything looked. Right now, we're still technically inside the park, just in a parking lot area. And there's a little wooden fence. There's a grass patch. And then there's road where his grandpa had dropped us off at. We're standing behind the fence, or behind that little fence, and we're like, yo, we might have to hoof it by car. It's from where we lived to getting to Busch Gardens, the shit was just like 5-6 minutes, maybe 7 if there was a car in front of you. On foot, you would think, just maybe 20 minutes or so. I looked it up on Google Maps. That shit says an hour and 9 minutes. That is just about an hour. Again, it's probably about 10:30, 10:45. Nighttime didn't scare us, but it was the fact of how far we had to fucking go. And the road going towards Grove, it's not really that many street lamps. We just thinking about how far we do have to go. And it's like, dude, we got to. There's nobody here to pick us up. How else are we gonna get back fucking home? We all look at each other. We all take those first couple steps on this fucking journey, on this mission that we gotta take, bro. When I tell you, man, it went from silence to just all of us being livid. We were hot, bro. I can't even sit still thinking about this right now, so it still irks me a little bit, but I gotta get the story off. Boom, we go over the fence, and really right after we go over the fence and get into that little grass patch, that's what we started walking on, and we just started arguing with each other about how mad we are about the same situation. So now you just got me like, bro, why the fuck is nobody answering the fucking phone right now? Like, we all told them where we were gonna be. They know what time the park closes. I don't understand. How did you fucking forget you got grandkids here? Like, what are we doing right now? Then you got Vaughn and Daryl. Them two are arguing, especially since they in the house together. Them two are arguing. Both of them like, bro, fuck this. Like, they knew where the fuck we were going. I don't understand why. I bet his bitch ass up right now and he just don't want to do nothing. They calling their grandpa all types of MFs and female dogs and all. Like, it got terrible. But we all arguing about the same thing with each other. Like that's gonna solve the problem. We're doing it while walking with each other. And it's just straight darkness in front of us, honestly. Ain't nothing there but the fucking moonlight to shine the rest of the way home. But what are we gonna do? Just stay at Busch overnight? No, nigga, I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Boom, we walking. I might put a video about like the little landmarks, just so y'all can get an idea. I probably really should do that. I'm gonna do that. Right now, we are going towards underneath the overpass. So we just livid yelling at each other basically. And while we're yelling at each other, the homie, he fucking couldn't walk straight. So he's drifting off into the road. And I shit you not, bro almost got waxed by an 18-wheeler. Like a fuck, he really almost got hit, just taken out by a fucking Mack truck, Peterbilt type shit. He didn't, thankfully. But we arguing with each other and he's just drifting off to the side, and I'm like, I do a double take because we're yelling and so heated in the moment we forget about cars existing. And at the last second is really when I seen the truck, and that's when I was like, yo. He was like, oh shit. He just did a side step. Oh shit. Anyway, like I said, there's only one way in and one way out through Grove. And put this in perspective, around this time too, I'm pretty sure there was a curfew in our neighborhood, so kids couldn't be out too late. We broke that rule plenty of times, but that's neither here nor there. We just kids. We doing dumb shit. It's kid shit. And we already creeping up on that, and we're not even in Grove technically. And put this into perspective, just, I'm not gonna say that area or that neighborhood is bad. Interpret this any way you want. That area had cops patrolling really every night. A lot of cops being called, and it was always something going on. I'm not saying it was, fucking New York. I'm not saying it was LA or Chicago or some shit, but it was kind of hot in that area. Again, interpret that any way you want, but that's neither here nor there. We'll get to that later. Now it's probably about, I'm gonna say 11 o'clock or so, you know what I mean, somewhere in there. We done walked a good chunk, but that's like the first fifth of that's like 1/5 about where we gotta go, bro. So now we're creeping up on like the U-Haul fire station, and I can't remember if I think it was Daryl. He decides like, yo, we're gonna make this a little bit faster. We're gonna try to run a little bit, get a good chunk in right there. Now we could do it. We young, but for some reason I guess we just kept thinking about how the distance was, and we were like walking, and we had to stop to tie our shoes. We had to wait back if one of us wasn't with the rest of the group, so if somebody lagged back, we slowed down a little bit and waited for them and whatnot. It wasn't the optimal. It wasn't the best way to do it, but we did get a good little chunk of the way, you know what I mean? After all that, by that little point, we're just now starting to get to like the tip point of Grove. Like we're creeping in there now. Mind you, this whole time that this is going on, we've been calling and nobody has been answering still. So we just getting hot over and over again, because if we didn't start walking, we would still be in Busch. It's like 11:15, 11, you know what I mean, right now, and we ain't near the house, but we a lot closer than if we would have waited back there. Why'd you leave us, bro? So around this point now, we're by like the ABC daycare, and we're just now getting sidewalk. We got sidewalk now. At least we making headway, everybody. We getting there. We got sidewalk. We got a couple street lamps now. Not a lot, but we got a couple of them. So boom, we still marching on. We trying to stay positive because ain't nobody answering. We never stopped calling. This whole time that we've been walking, we really haven't stopped calling, but nobody has answered. But we're walking. We gonna make the best of this. We trying to have a good time, whatever. So now I don't know whose idea was it. I don't know if I started it. At this point, we just started playing music. Normally music would hype you up, get you going, it probably would have got us hyped up to start running back home again. And I know I just said we were trying to be positive, but for some reason we just started playing the most sad boy top 100 songs that was out at the time. So around that time, like, we just playing our phones out loud so all of us can sing together and shit. It probably looked crazy for passing by cars or just anybody who is still up as we pass their house, yelling. Basically, we're not singing, we're just yelling. So you got all three of us in line walking with each other going down the sidewalk, and it's just like, tonight we are young.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning, and who do you think you are? Running around leaving scars.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies.
That lasted for a good little bit, but now we're creeping up on like the retirement home. It's one of those landmarks that let you know you're like halfway there almost. You know what I mean? Almost. You're almost halfway there. So seeing a retirement home right there kind of gave us that little fucking little glimpse of hope And we were like, you know what? We getting a little excited. Maybe they'll answer now if we call. You know what I mean? Maybe just maybe anything, bro. Like what if? You know what I mean? The what if will kill you. The what if will get you in trouble. So we call. No answer. Crushed. We're still that little hope that we had. That little bit of hope that we had, crushed. Out of here. It's over, bro. So you know what? Just keep on trucking. What Dory say? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. But we had tears in our eyes as we were swimming. Genuinely. We really just got mad all over again. But you know what? We're moving. At this point, ain't nobody looking for us. Ain't nobody answering the phone, bro. We are AWOL renegade nomads at this point, bro. we gave up. Ain't nobody looking for us, bro. We just, you know what? I'll lay right here for the night. Around this time now, though, it's probably it gotta be 12 at this point, because we still had a whole another chunk to go, and I'm getting ahead of myself. We finally got to like the halfway point of Grove, and we're creeping up on a neighborhood called Country Village and the 7-Eleven going through our area. At this point, this is our stomping ground. A lot of people that we hung out with or that we did things with, we knew all of Grove. Everybody fucking know each other, but we normally just stayed on that side over there. But remember when I was telling you about curfew and, you know, the boys coming through the area? It's that time, bro. It's that time. They're doing their job. I'm not gonna shit on them, but they was doing their job that night for some reason, bro. just literally our luck. They were doing their job. Damn. So, not necessarily being scared of getting in trouble with the law. We just don't want to deal with that, bro. The long distance that we gotta travel, what we just did, like this, we just want to go home, bro. Our grandparents don't love us, man. We just so they doing their job tonight, bro. They patrolling. I don't think anything happened that night that they had to get called for, but they still just at least 3 of them just patrol the area. Them doing their job turned the rest of our journey back home. It turned into a stealth mission. It turned into one of the levels from fucking Splinter Cell. Now we're speeding through the street lamps so we can stay on the dark side, and when they do drive by anything, they can't immediately see us. You know what I mean? Then, hey, no, we ain't got time for that, bro. Like, bro, just get me home, bro. That's all it is. But now we dipping and dodging through street lamps and taking. We knew this area though, so we knew what to do. We taking like mini cuts and just dipping behind the bush a little bit instead of staying on the sidewalk the whole time where they can blatantly see you just driving by. So now every time, you know, we see headlights coming by, it's like, ooh, you know what I mean? Oh, let me just, you know, bushes, evade, stealth on 22. I ain't even gonna lie. Now that I think about it, I either got pushed or almost tripped into one of them bushes too. But that's neither here nor there. That's a little too embarrassing right now. I don't even remember how exactly it happened. I just remember almost stumbling into a bush. We're not talking about it. Anyway, we're probably about 2 neighborhoods away right now. At this point, we weren't thinking about the time, but around this time now, it's probably like low key like 12:45. Speed run. So yeah, now it's probably about like 12:45 or so, and we just like, all right, we literally can make this. We do this all the time. We'll huff it from here, yo. Start running. And while we're running, we my neighborhood is before theirs, so as we're running, we dapping each other up, like, you know, telling each other, you know, goodbye, good time, good day, forget this half of the day, just make it home, dog. That's all we gotta do. We're at the back half of the heist, and all we gotta do is drive to the checkpoint. That's it. Don't fuck it up. Don't mess up, dog. Just make it home. So we dapping each other up. All right, bro. All right. You know, at our own pace at this point. We not waiting on nothing no more. If you tying your shoe, that's on you. We creeping up to my neighborhood. We going. I make a left. Boom. Boom. I'm not wasting time, bro. I hit the left to the entrance of my neighborhood, and I look back. I hailed them a little bit. Keep on moving. But it's funny because after I got like a couple feet into the neighborhood, I just look back and I see them still running. It looked crazy because it looked like they just ran into the darkness. Like the movie ended and it faded to black. The curtain just closed on them. It looked like one of these. Hold up. It looked crazy, but turn around, start trucking home, bro. There was no stopping at this point. I think it just now hit 1 o'clock, and I see my house. I see my grandparents' cars. I see their house. The door behind the screen door is cracked, so I'm like, all right, they didn't lock me out. Nobody answered the phone at all, so I don't know what's going on with that, but they didn't lock me out. At least I can get back in. In my mind, everybody sleep. I'm the last one to get in. Be quiet, getting in, and go upstairs, do my thing, whatever. Excuse me. Damn. Walk up to the door, open it up, and I hear the TV. I'm like, a little weird, whatever. Hear the TV, downstairs. And I just peep around the corner, just, what the hell going on over there? But I peep around the corner, and I just see my grandma, wide awake, on the couch, watching, like, the Game Show Network or some shit. Something like that. Now, look. RP my grandma. Love her to death. I never was mad at me. I was never mad at her. She let me do whatever the hell I wanted. Great woman. Love you, grandma. But the fact that she was there on that couch and didn't answer the phone, or just didn't hear the phone at all, or nobody thought, like, my grandson here for the weekend. He went to Busch Gardens. I told him it was cool. I didn't go pick him up. I know Busch Gardens closed at 10. I've been there before. I'ma leave him. But I peep around the corner and I just see her on the couch. I'm baffled. I'm befuddled. I feel bamboozled is what I feel like. I feel like Boo Boo the Fool. Do I look like a clown to you? Don't answer that. I must be a fucking joke. If that's what it is, like, what are we doing right now? But I see her on the couch, and she's just like, hey. And like I said, I'm kind of hot at her right now. I'm mad at the world right now at this point, for real. So I look back at her and I'm like, Grandma, you didn't hear the phone? I was calling you. I was calling the house. Like, you didn't hear the phone? Oh no, I didn't hear the phone. I didn't hear it ring. Mm-mm. So at this point, really, I took the L, bro. I just hit one of these. I was just like, you know what, Grandma? It don't matter. I'm gonna just go ahead, go upstairs, and crash out. Lay down for the night. It just. And she just sitting there. She like there was. I think she was just oblivious to literally everything at this very particular second in time. She was just sitting there and like happy as can be, just watching her little shows and whatnot. I love her for it, but that has never happened. She ain't never forget us or nothing like that. I'm just like, so that's why I'm like so confused, but like love her to death. But she just seen me go up the stairs and just hit me with the all right, good night, young man. And if it fucked me up, I can't lie, cause I still don't know if she knows this happened or not. I'll ask her when I see her, but at least when I got up the stairs and peeped in their room, my grandpa was asleep. I understand that. I hear the snoring and he ain't waking up to no phone call. You know what I mean? Regardless, I wasn't mad at her. I was just mad at the situation in general. I ain't even gonna say mad. I was just over it all. Dang, my bad. I was just over it all. I was just like, bro, I just want to lay down, bro. I'm just glad that I'm home now. I took the fucking hike that I was not expecting to take. I probably won't dress for it. Just get me out of these clothes. Give me my cozies. I'm laying down. Breakfast better be waiting in the morning. What was also funny is before I laid all the way down, I hit my homeboy up because I was just like, let me make sure bro made it. They had a little bit further than what I had to go. Let me check on them before, I get all the way situated, whatever the case might be. So boom, I called him because he answered the phone. So the first thing I go is I'm like, yo, you good? You made it? You alright? Bro, these motherfuckers was still up the whole goddamn time. Ain't nobody answered the motherfucking phone the whole time that we've been calling, all the way from Busch to back here. Niggas just left us out there at 10, 11, 12 at night, and nobody decided to pick us up. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I'm tired of this, man, bro. I'm about to beat the shit out of this nigga, yo. I'm tired of it. And I hear Daryl in the background of the phone call doing the same thing that Vaughn is doing. They both mad at the same thing right now, but they taking it out on each other in a way. And it's like, bro, I'm about to beat the shit out of this man, bro. I'm tired of this. Nobody heard the phone. Both of their asses is up right now, and I'm just like, all right, yo. Well, I'm about to lay down. I can see you made it home. It's crazy because that's the same thing that happened to me when I came home, though. I'll tell you about it in the morning, yo. We took a mean L tonight, but you know what? We better days at us. I just try to make sure you got home, dog. That's all I needed to know. Man, all right, man. I mean, what we just? All right, man. I'ma just. All right, yo. That was the end of the night. I had to crash out. I had to pass out when after I hung up the phone, because I don't remember anything else except for the next morning. And breakfast was made. At least we starting off on a better note. Come on now. Breakfast was made. But, moral of the story, make sure you got a ride. You know what? Nah. Not make sure you got a ride. Matter of fact, make sure before any moves you make, everything, literally everything across the board squared away. Whether that be the ride, the money, the game plan, the execution, the all that, all of it. All right. Make sure everything is squared away before you just start taking action like that. Just executing plans, and we don't know what we doing. At the same time, that's how some of the best moments happen. Redact my moral of the story, because sometimes cool shit be happening off the cuff, off rip, on the fly like that, just doing some shit. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, like I said, this is gonna be a new series, so I'm gonna tell you more about dumb shit that went on in my lifetime. Comment down below if you want me to do more of these. Matter of fact, I lied, just comment, because 9 times out of 10 I am going to do more. Matter of fact, I am going to do more of these. But like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later, yo. I ain't got nothing else to say, honestly, so this is going to end abruptly. I don't know when, I don't know at what point. I'm just going to cut it in, or like let it fade and end abruptly. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it fade. I'm gonna let it fade to black, just like damn, I almost doxed him. I'm gonna let it fade to black, just like Daryl and Vaughn did at the end of the night when he finally ran all the way to fuck home. Thank you.